We are starting today's beta and preview on iOS because check it out, iOS devices now have access to shaders, the deferred technical preview. Okay, so let me just explain a couple of things. This is incredibly laggy, so don't be expecting this to be perfect unless you have a high-end iPad or in fact iPhone. You are going to need a shaders PBR deferred technical preview texture pack. I'll leave a couple down below in the description, so for those of you that are in beta and preview can check this out. You need to be in the iOS preview version 1.20.70.21. Otherwise, this is not going to work. Now, when you do have this, just head into a game, then head into your settings, head into settings again, and scroll down until you see video. But of course, make sure in your game you do have the texture pack enabled. We are using Poggy's Luminar Streams, probably the best one in the community right now, but I'll leave a couple of different options down below in the description. Then head into video, then scroll all the way down to the bottom. You'll see graphics mode, simple, fancy, and deferred technical preview. It is no longer grayed out. Now make sure you do have all the experimental features enabled when you turn this on. However, like I said, it is incredibly laggy. So don't be expecting this to be fully functional or working properly for a couple of weeks. There are also a couple of options, which is the deferred graphics options. You've got shadows, low, medium, high, and I think ultra. Again, I've got everything on low and it's just incredibly laggy. I wonder if it's Bloom making a problem. But again, obviously the better your device, the higher you can increase this. The 10th gen iPad doesn't seem to be working very, very well. But yeah, give it a try, especially if you're on like the latest iPhones and iPads. I also know some of you might have some problems installing this, so I will bring you an iOS tutorial very, very soon. Getting into this week's experimental features, they have added the Vault, which is a block that holds locked treasure and loot. Find the right key to eject its rewards. So this suggests we might get more keys in the future. Now, again, this was introduced to Minecraft Java and also introduced to Minecraft Bedrock Edition. These can be found inside of the trial chambers. As mentioned, found throughout the trial chambers containing the structure's most valuable loot. Vaults in the trial chambers require a key to be unlocked. Now, I kind of like this, but as we go on, you guys will start to learn that it's not really great for solo players. Anyway, here is the Vault, which just looks like another version of a spawner. Now, the developers did go ahead and change the trial key color. They basically said the original key was not actually aimed towards the deep dark. And this is used to unlock this. Now, you can see, oh, that's the first time I've actually seen this. Particles from me going towards this. But watch this. Now, it looks like Minecraft's plan is to try and replace chest loot with vaults, which means you don't got to go thousands upon thousands of blocks to enjoy the possibility of getting special loot. Can be unlocked by an unlimited amount of players. So that means if you have a server or a realm, little Johnny down the road joins your server or realm a year later, he could then get a key. He could then tap a key on this, and it will unlock some treasures for him. So I really do like that aspect of the vault. However, though, after a player has unlocked a vault, they cannot unlock that vault again, which kind of warrants it a little bit useless after you've used it. If a player has not unlocked that vault before, an orange stream of particles will flow from the player to the vault when nearby. And that is basically what I just showed you guys. You could very discreetly see these particles. Like, you can just about see them. I mean, it's really hard to show you guys, but you can just about see them. In fact, it didn't actually display as well on Java as it does on Bedrock, but you can see the particles heading towards the mouth, which is the keyhole. It says, if any nearby player has not unlocked that vault, the keyhole will be open. If all players have unlocked that vault, the keyhole will be closed. Within its cage, it will cycle through and display items which are possible to eject from its loot table. And this is basically, if you place it down, get a little bit closer to it, you can see items. You can see helmets, boots, pickaxes, enchanted books, emeralds, horse armor, axes. There's so many different options that are available. But I know you guys are going to be like, but we've got that already in Minecraft. Don't worry, I'll explain. So the rewards it ejects are randomized from its loot table each time it is unlocked. Vaults currently reuse the same loot table that reward chests previously used in the trial chambers. This loot table is temporary and will be completely revised as development continues. So all of the items you are currently seeing inside of these is a placeholder, okay? So the loot that you get, hold on, if we just keep opening a bunch of these, you can see books, boots, axes, and all that stuff. I've had god apples before on Minecraft Java Edition. This stuff is going to change. However, I think in order for players to want to go to the trial chambers and use these, there needs to be something unique. Kind of the way that Deep Dark has specific enchantments and stuff like that. So this definitely needs a big overhaul. Cannot be crafted or obtained in survival mode and does not drop anything when mined. Explosion resistant and cannot be moved. So we will go and check it out today. But a couple of things here. If we go to / game mode S, I have efficiency on this. It takes you like 5 in real life minutes to break this. You can break this. We did it on live stream, but trust me, it takes a very long time. So it's like the same as reinforced deep slate or the trial spawners. It is also, I'm going to be really careful with this. So we'll go and do it over here. It's also blast resistant as well. So if we place these here, show you guys if we light this bad boy on fire, because people are like, hey Echo, can you just blow it up? The answer to that question is no. No, you cannot. And of course, it cannot be moved with pistons or anything like that. So you can't move it at all, which, I mean, is kind of makes sense. So I thought I'd show you guys what it's like when you take this on. There's still a current bug where other mobs keep spawning down here. These tipped arrow, strays are such a pain to deal with inside of here. But we've got, what's this? What's going on here? Potions? I don't know where the poison potion stuff. Oh, the breeze hit the thing. Okay. Nice, I guess. Just kill these. They need to fix a couple of things in here, though, because with mobs hitting other mobs, especially in that close quarters room, it doesn't really work very, very well. But I just wanted to show you guys. I want to see how common the trial key is on Minecraft Bedrock Edition compared to Java. Come on. Get up there real quick. Come on. Is he dead? I think he died. I think he did. You only typically get 2 breezes on your own. There's a multiplayer feature, so things will be slightly different, but we managed to get a key there at least. We do have, what's this? Okay, so the actual thing itself, the vault is surrounded in these blocks, which I believe is the waxed chiseled, but also this one, which is the waxed block copper. Now, there's usually 2 in here. There is. You don't always get a key in every room, because I've done this and never got a key. We got lucky here. So I'd have to go out, find some more trial spawners, but you'll see here, you can tap this on there. It's going to reject its loot, but this one, I would have to go and explore or come back in the future, because remember, these are timed, which I think they said every 30 to 60 minutes, maybe, and then hope that I get another key, which can then be opened again. The armadillo. It says, all sounds emitted by armadillos are now audible even when the player is facing away. Armadillos now keep track of the last player who hit them, regarding them as a threat for 10 seconds. I think previously it said 20 seconds. Slight change there. Hurt sounds emitted by rolled up armadillos have updated. So there was a bug with, if you place it down, it makes noises. You turn around, you wouldn't hear the noise. Now this is the same for a couple of the mobs, which you will check out today, but apparently they've changed that. Now, they'll remember me for a total of 10 seconds. So if we go away and then go back to this Armadillo, he knows that I'm a threat because I previously hit him. Don't forget, they're a lot stronger as well. Changes with the Breeze. This is a Java parity. Breeze is now aggressive towards Iron Golems. Okay, so they'll now have a fight. But I can tell you, Iron Golems are definitely much better. You'll see them fight it out. You need a lot of these to take down some Iron Golems. But this was, again, a Java feature introduced not long ago. Honestly, though, it doesn't really do anything to the Iron Golems. The Breeze no longer retaliates against attacks from the following mobs: skeletons, strays, zombies, husks, spiders, cave spiders, and slimes. Again, the exact same as Java Edition. Basically, if the Breeze's wind charge hits any of these mobs, they would get aggressive towards the Breeze. I'm going to do /time set. I'm going to do this to midnight, and we'll check this out. So if we were to go 1, 2, 3, /game mode S. If I was to place down a bunch of these guys, basically, if the Breeze's attack hit these guys, so I would be surprised if I don't die here. If the Breeze's charge hit these guys, they would then go and fight the Breeze. That will no longer happen. Like I said, these mobs don't retaliate when hurt by the Breeze's wind charge projectile. Fixed, the Breezes run particles to pick up particle color / texture from leaf blocks if that's the block immediately below the Breeze. Features and bug fixes, starting with commands. Added has_property filter for entity target selector that allows for targeting based on the type and value of properties. The /damage command no longer contains the damage type suicide. It was replaced with self-destruct. We have a bug report. Inappropriate words in /damage command. Apparently, it was saying /suicide. Moving on to items. In realms, attempting destruction of one sea turtle egg on a stack of more than one in creative no longer destroys 2 at once. Okay, so if you were to place this down as 1, 2, 3, and 4, you to break this, it would break 2 at once. Now it breaks them individually. Spawn eggs are now called mob spawn egg instead of spawns mob, so that players can more easily search for them in creative inventory. Marketplace fixed a bug that could cause the loading screen to get stuck for some time. At 41%, we have a bug report. Game freezes at 35 to 41% after newest updates. Again, seems to be like a reoccurring issue, and it just seems to get stuck at these specific percentages. Mobs. When fed, baby mobs now emit both sound and particles. All sounds emitted by phantoms are now audible even when the player is facing away. We have a bug report. Now, this one has been a problem for a very long time, since June of 2021. And it's been in all of these versions. Phantom flapping sounds don't work properly. Now, we have a video here, so watch this. This player playing the sounds. Now, watch when they do eventually turn around. Basically, phantom sounds are completely gone. Now, this was the same issue that I talked about regarding the Armadillo. I'd also like to mention that this was also a problem with wardens, but I'll show you one of them, the phantom one. If you place a phantom inside here, you can hear it's making noises. When the player was turning around, those noises were completely gone. Also, that moon looks pretty cool. Changes with realms. Let's read the change log. The realms have seen a massive update recently. I'm not going to go through all of them because a lot of them are fixes. However, this top one added a new story type called Realms Events. These new stories are automatically posted to the feed when interesting events happen on your realm. The more you play, the more you'll find out. Now, big shout out to Corner Hard, who is David. He works on the Realms team. He gave us an example on Twitter, which I really appreciate because I don't currently have a Bedrock realm. Basically, it says here, Corner Hard has discovered an abandoned mineshaft. It's automatically posted to the story feed. You can then like it, comment it, and do other things with it. If you were to go to the end, kill the Ender Dragon, kill Withers, it'll be posted in here, which is actually a pretty cool feature. Moving on to graphical shaders changes. Of course, they enabled the deferred technical preview for iOS devices, added point light shadows to the deferred technical preview. This new feature allows light sources such as torches and lanterns to cast shadows. So let me show you this. Obviously, I'm using Poggy's... Bro, will you relax? I'm using Poggy's Luminos Streams, but if we were to go to... Let's grab all of these. / time set, and we just do nighttime, or we'll do, in fact, set this to midnight for today. They can now cast shadows. Now, these look really, really good inside of buildings. They look really, really good where it's always dark. So if I was to go ahead and place this down here, you can start seeing the shadows. There is a slight bug, though. You can see from a distance the shadows, but as you get closer, you'll notice it's circle craft, and you can actually see the box, like the bounding box there. Regardless of that, though, again, it's all experimental. They do look really, really awesome. I'm starting to enjoy shaders. A lot of people are criticizing these, but you gotta remember, these are still early development. It's only alpha/beta testing at this moment in time. In order to get access to this, of course, you do need to have a shaders pack on. The links are down below. But make sure in the deferred technical preview, you're messing around with these. I've got like everything ultra just because I can on my PC. But again, this is what it is. Point light shadows. If you're having problems, you might need to drop down the quality. And that's normal when it comes to anything shaders related. But they're doing a pretty good job. Excited to see how this turns out. But as a reminder, note that depending on your current shadows quality setting, this feature may be disabled by default. A new label and tooltip have been added to the deferred graphics section in video settings to indicate if point light shadows are currently on or off. They also said some instability may arise when using this new feature in tandem with ultra settings for other features. If you experience crashes, then lowering some visual settings may help alleviate the issue until it is resolved. They also fixed the lighting of the LA in the deferred technical preview. I can tell you guys, I've got everything super high now, and I am feeling a little bit of lag and latency right now. So again, even the top devices might experience some issues. Basically, I think LAs were just super, super bright. And of course, technical updates. Let's read the changelog. Technical update changes to blocks, components, editor modes, entity, and much more. If you're interested in the technical side, the changelog is down below. Anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I'm here to keep you all updated. If you're new around here, please consider subscribing. I'll keep you updated with every new feature introduced to Minecraft Bedrock, but also Java Edition. See you next time.